Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing today? I'm sending you some good vibes, some good energy. I went to the gym this morning, so I'm feeling really good. I feel strong. I feel really good. I haven't been going to the gym on a regular basis. I used to be super fit, six pack pretty much. Had those four with just a flat on the bottom. And my priorities got shuffled around by the time my son was born, and then my daughter, and things like that, and then working on my own business. But I'm working on grounding myself and working on my root chakra. Working on my root chakra and grounding myself. And one of the best ways to ground yourself is to be in your body. So for me, weightlifting, training, push-ups, bench press, pull-ups, calisthenics, and weights help me to be in my body, help me to feel present in my body, to feel strong in my body, and that's going to help with root chakra and any kind of root chakra issues, which also works with ease of manifestations. So anyway, this video is about becoming disciplined. I used to have a lot of problems with that, feeling like I wasn't disciplined in certain areas of my life. Number one is to stop saying you're not disciplined, to actually start affirming that I am disciplined. Whether you are disciplined or not, saying I am not disciplined is reaffirming and solidifying the fact that you're not doing what you feel like you want to do on a regular basis. So you want to start affirming that you are disciplined. And then as you start affirming that you are disciplined, then you will see that you actually are disciplined in some parts of your life. Yeah, maybe you don't go to the gym every day, but do you meditate every day? Do you do your affirmations every day? Do you get up and you clean the house weekly? Do you take care of your kids? Do you go to your job every day and get there on time or whatever? There's parts of your life that you are disciplined in, and there's parts of your life that you wish that you had more discipline in. So recognize that you are disciplined in certain areas in your life, and you do have discipline. And now affirm that you have discipline in the area that you want to. That's number one. And number two, it's probably only going to be a very short list. I was watching a TED Talk with this lady that talks about the 5-second rule. The way you do something is you count down. Let's say you're like, oh, I wish I should go to the gym. And then she would say, well, what you do is when you get that moment of wanting to go to the gym, you count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you just get up and you go. Because according to her, you will never feel like going to the gym. This is what she said in the video. I mean, I'm not trying to knock anybody's technique. That's a great technique. But of course you will want to go to the gym sometimes. There's a lot of things that people want to do. The problem is not you never feel like doing something. The problem is that you might not want to do it consistently every day. You might feel like doing it the first week, then the second week you don't want to do it, right? But we all get inspired to do things that we haven't done consistently. And this is the key, that when you feel inspired to do something, usually it's because you have been consuming something in that genre or in that area, right? And I see a little light there. It feels like it's working on my throat chakra. I received that. See it right there? Anyway, so so I used to think when I was asking God, how do I become more disciplined? How do I become more disciplined? First thing I got was stop saying that you're not disciplined. Start affirming your discipline. And then the second thing I got is that you think inspiration is like random. Like all of a sudden you feel inspired to work out. You think it's random, and you might be sitting there waiting for inspiration. But you know what? What was I doing earlier that day or the day before? Was I watching a show on like weight loss, and then all of a sudden, miraculously, I'm inspired to want to work out? There's a connection. Whatever you're consuming, mentally and emotionally, is what you start becoming inspired to do. If you start watching all day, every day vegan shows, vegan YouTube shows, start reading a vegan book, hanging out with vegan people, you're going to start being inspired to try some vegan meals and maybe to even go vegan. So this is why it's very important for you to be concerned with what's in your environment, what's just surrounding you, and what you're giving your attention to. Whatever you keep giving your attention to is what you're going to start drawing to you, and also what you're going to be inspired to do. It's going to be pulling you, and compelling you. So if you keep doing, if you're watching fight videos on World Star all day and things like that, you're gonna start feeling like, I feel like fighting somebody. You're gonna be inspired to do that. If you're watching workout videos all day, you're gonna start feeling like, maybe I need to work out. So when God had given me that clarity, and I reflected to the point before my kids were born, when I was just super fit and I lost like 70 pounds, and that was the first time I was ever that lean and that fit and things like that, I realized that I was consumed with all kind of health and fitness. I had Men's Health magazine coming to my house every month that I was reading. I was watching YouTube videos and reading blogs on health and fitness. I was going to the gym all the time. I was hanging out with people that love that stuff. So my whole world, I was working in IT, but beyond, even in my job, I was consuming health and fitness stuff. And then after my job, I was consuming health and fitness stuff. And, before I was going to sleep, I was reading little magazines or books on health and fitness. And whatever you read before, whatever you put in your mind before you go to sleep is like amplified. You think consuming things throughout the day affects your life and affects your inspirations and pull things to you. Well, whatever you do right before you go to sleep is even more powerful. And first thing when you wake up. So when I realized that, I was like, wow, I was doing that to myself back then. I was like consumed with health and fitness. I was like immersed. That's a good word. I was immersed in health and fitness. And because I was so immersed in it, I was continuously inspired to do things, continuously inspired to go to the gym, to learn new exercises, to eat better, to read this health book and this nutrition book and all that stuff. And that's how it got me there. And then once my kids were born, and I started doing business on my own, then I started being inspired by other things, because I was consumed with how to raise healthy children, how to raise happy children, how to be a good parent, how to run a successful business and all that stuff. So because I got so involved in how to learn to manifest and become and being more spiritual, so those things, I started consuming those things so much that I kind of the health and fitness thing fell off. So now that I've brought myself back into balance with my kids, and we feel like we're in a good place with the kids, and my business is growing and stuff like that, now I'm like, okay, it's time to get back into balance in fitness and my body and stuff like that. And being that for me is going to help me also with business and income and all kind of other things. But the whole point is, the way you get yourself to be disciplined, or to be motivated or inspired to do something on a regular basis, is to consume it. Try it. You don't have to take my word for it. Go ahead and try it. Whatever it is that you're trying to do. Let's say, like I said, you want to work out. You haven't been working out. Start watching YouTube videos, or get a book, or anything on working out. Start consuming that a couple hours a day. Even if it's just a TV show about working out and things like that. Like Biggest Loser, or the other one, Fit to Fat to Fit, with Drew Madden. I love that guy. But start watching those things, and I guarantee you, it may take a couple days. You could even do something as simple as putting a picture of the body you want on your phone. I did that one time. It took 2 weeks before I started being motivated. I didn't want to do anything. I had no interest in working out. I put the picture on my phone, and I left it there. It took 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden I started getting inspired to want to work out again. The less attention you put on it, the longer it is going to take for you to become inspired. The more attention so another time I wanted to do a juice fast. I used to do that all the time when I was super fit. I'd do probably a juice fast once a month, like 3-day juice fast. So I wanted to do one. I haven't done one in such a long time. I was not feeling motivated to do it, but I wanted to do it. So using this strategy, what I did is I watched Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, which is one of my favorite documentaries about juicing and stuff like that, and seeing that transformation always inspires me. So I watched Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, and then I watched Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead 2 right after. So that's about 3 hours of consuming focus on juicing. And you know what? I did my juice fast easily after that. The next day I was ready to go, man. I was so excited. I was pumped. It's like I was being pulled to do this, Another thing I wanted to do was start to get up 5 o'clock in the morning again. I used to get up 5 o'clock in the morning and work out and meditate sometimes and stuff like that. But back then, when I was getting up 5 o'clock in the morning on a regular basis, it was usually for working out. So I wanted to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning again. So taking this advice, I was like, okay, there's the book called Miracle Morning, and that book talks all about how you can change your life from getting up at 5 in the morning and having a routine. So I started reading that book again, Miracle Morning, and lo and behold, I started reading the book about getting up 5 o'clock in the morning, getting up early and things like that. A couple days later, I was so excited to get up at 5 in the morning, excited. Whereas before it was like a chore to get up. Now I'm excited, you know? But then you have to understand this technique does work. And like I said, whatever you've been trying to do, just go ahead, try it. And then please put in the comments below. Tell me if it worked. I know it will work if you do it. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, all you have to do is start consuming it. My wife hasn't done yoga in a while because she's a yoga instructor, but she was doing that before the kids also. And then when you get the kids, you know, she started putting so much focus on the kids and homeschool and stuff like that. And I told her to do the same thing. And she put a picture of herself on her phone with yoga. She put very little attention. So she just put on a thing. It took her a couple of weeks too, and then she started doing yoga. Now, the key too also is that if you do not do this on a regular basis, it will the inspiration will start to fade. You know, so you can go ahead, and this is what happens to people that go on diets all the time. So they've watched a program or they read a book or something, and it got them all inspired to change their life and lose weight and do these things. And then they start doing the things, they start eating better, they start working out, but then they stop consuming the things that got them inspired in the first place. They stop putting themselves in that place. They're just doing the end result. There's no vision. You see, when whatever you're consuming is your vision. That's the thing that's pulling you, right? That's the thing that's feeding you. It's like living in the end when you're seeing that stuff, when you're focused on, you know, the pictures of the body you want, when you see the meals in the books that you're reading. All of that is a vision of the end that's pulling you, you know, that's helping to manifest. It's pulling you and it's pushing you at the same time. So when you start taking your mind off the vision and you're just doing the work, the daily work, it's going to end up starting to feel laborious because you're no longer putting that vision in to pull you and to push you. So the key is to do it to have longevity in that area of working out or eating well or getting up early or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Or even meditating. If you want to meditate on a regular basis, start watching YouTube videos on meditation. Find a good book about meditation. You start reading it, you're going to want to meditate. Trust me. So, but the key is to continually do it. So when you finish that book on meditation, find something else after, you know, especially if you're not feeling tremendous joy about it, you know, find something else after. Find another book. Watch some YouTube videos. Find a blog about meditation. Make a friend with somebody that meditates all the time. Join a group that does meditations. Something to keep your mind focused on meditation. Something to keep your mind focused on working out and eating well, eating healthy and stuff like that. Something to keep your mind focused on waking up early in the morning. As you keep doing that, it won't take long, maybe like 30 days, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months before that habit turns into a pattern that's solidified, and then you won't even have to go ahead and look for, you know, ways to keep yourself focused and thing on it, because now it's just like brushing your teeth. You just get up and you get up at 5. That's how it is. I get up and I work out. That's how it is. I meditate every day. That's how it is. But in the beginning, you need to keep that vision. You need to keep your focus, and I guarantee you it will work. Trust me. Just try it. Whatever it is that you want to do, that you feel like you had no discipline in it, just go ahead and start consuming information about it, putting your focus on it. You can also do it with just visualization. If you just start visualizing, let's say you want to start working out, if you just start visualizing yourself working out, feeling happy and healthy, and you do it all the time, eventually it may take a couple days to get, or maybe a couple weeks for you to start doing it, but you will get up and want to work out. And this is the easy way. That 5-second rule that the lady talked about, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's using your will. That doesn't last long. If you have to use your will to get up and do this thing or do that thing all the time, you're going to be exhausted. That's the hard way. That's starting from the outside first. This is starting from inner work. This is a new way of being. You want to become a manifestation master? You want to have ease in your life? This is what we have to do. We have to learn to work from the inside out, not from the outside in. Oh, I need to work out. I'm going to just go to the gym and force myself. That's outside. You know, that's stress, that's struggle, that's fight. Okay, I'm a manifestation master. I want to work out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start seeing myself working out all the time, feeling good, enjoying that. And eventually, I might not start today because I'm not forcing myself. I'm going to allow it to happen easily. You know, I'm going to allow it to just like simmer until it starts working out. And then all of a sudden, somebody's going to ask you to go to the gym with them. And you're going to be like, oh, that's nice. I love to do that. Or, you know, you're going to just start feeling the, you know, energy in you like, oh man, I got to go work out. I got to go walk or run or something like that, you know, and then you're going to start doing it yourself. And like I said, you could visualize it on something. If you want to do something even like easier and then just visualize it, just start consuming. Like I said, look for YouTube videos, look for books, look for whatever it is that about that subject that you want to do, and start consuming it. Talk to people about it, people that's doing it already, whatever, anything that just keeps your mind focused on it, and eventually you will be start to drawn to do it. And there may be a lag time. It may take you 2 weeks before you get to that point, but that's okay. Just trust it. Trust this process. And then eventually it will start happening. And then, like I said, as it's happening and you're doing it, and you're like, oh my God, I'm doing it. I'm getting up early. I'm working out. I'm meditating, whatever I do. I'm doing this on a regular basis. Remember to keep refreshing your focus. Even though you're doing it, you still have to have that end result in your mind. Whether you're visualizing yourself in the end of whatever that thing is, or you're consuming media about it. Doesn't matter. Just keep remembering to do that. And as you keep doing that, and that's why I think Joseph Campbell talks about following your bliss. Because if your bliss is talking, whatever your bliss is, when you start following your bliss, you get consumed, you know, and you just start getting obsessed about it, and you just start, everything is about it. You know, I got yoga cups, and I got yoga glasses, I got yoga clothes, I got yoga friends, you know, I got yoga this, I got yoga that. When you're in that place, you think you're not going to do yoga every day? It's going to be easy. Easy peasy, as my son says. So anyway, I hope this helps. Trust me, it works. Try it out. It works for anything. No matter how much you've been wanting to do this and you haven't been able to do it, try it. You will be shocked. The only thing you're going to have to do is to remind yourself, this is how I do things now. Because you will forget. I have forgotten many times. And I've just started getting into that place of, oh, I'm not disciplined. Oh, I'm not. No. I need to fill my consciousness with this. And then it will happen easily. And I fill my consciousness with it, no matter how long I've been trying to do it, no matter how long that I haven't been doing it, no matter how undisciplined I felt. Once I fill my conscious with it, just like magic, all of a sudden, ooh, I feel like doing this today. Oh yeah, let's do this. And I'm excited to do the thing that was a struggle before. So as always, I hope this helps. And like I said, please comment below. Right now, comment, like it, right? And you turn off your notifications so that you see when I have another video. But also comment and let me know what it is that you've been wanting to do that you haven't been able to do, that you felt like you have no discipline doing it. And just affirm in the comments that I am disciplined and I am now filling my consciousness. I am focusing on that thing in however ways you plan on doing it, whether it's reading a book or watching a YouTube video or joining a group or finding some friends or whatever it is. Let's just get started now. Let's do it now, you know? It's easy to just put your focus on something. I'm not talking about going out there and forcing yourself to do anything. I'm just talking about easily decide, turn on the TV and watch a show on weight loss. Go on your phone and look up a video on YouTube about, you know, yoga. Go to the library and get a book on meditation. You know, simple shit. So anyway, hope this helps. You guys have a great day.